Hi everyone, Dave here back with another video. And first off, I just want to give a huge thank you. This channel recently hit 100 subscribers, I think 102 at time of recording. And I just want to thank you guys because that's incredible. I honestly never thought that I would have a channel reach triple digits, and here we are. Like it feels so cool. Like, I know in the grand scheme of things, it's not like a huge amount, but it's still a lot to me. Like, again, I always use the stand up metaphor. Like, if I'm doing stand up in front of 100 people, that's a pretty decent show in my opinion. And I know I like to throw in my little comedy here on this channel, but I know it's not stand up, so it's not exactly the same. But anyway, none of that is important. I'm just rambling here. I just wanted to say thank you because it really means a lot to me. It honestly does. And I mentioned in a few past videos that I was in the middle of moving. I am in my new place. The process has been long and it's going to continue to be long. I would love to do a room tour for you guys because the vision that I have in my brain, once it all comes together, I think it'll look really cool, and I'm very proud of it. I'm proud of the vision, at least. But it's just made it very busy to where I haven't been able to do much in terms of videos. But I did have a video come across my subscription feed by a channel and by a YouTuber named Manga. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm very sorry if I mispronounced it, but I really love their channel. They did a video on how they keep track of their manga, and I thought, you know what, that's kind of interesting. So, maybe I'll talk about how I keep track of my manga, because I found their video to be super interesting. Maybe someone will stumble across my video and find it interesting as well, and maybe someone getting into collecting will looking for tips on how to kind of keep track of everything. And I did briefly mention how I personally keep track of my collection in my video, 5 tips for getting into manga, but I didn't go that in depth into it, and I wanted to talk about it today. And in all honesty, I'm gonna level with you guys. I just wanted to get a video out, one, because I wanted to express my thankfulness for the 100 subs, but also because it's probably going to take me another few days to get fully acclimated to my new environment and be able to pump out more content. But I'm setting my life up now to be more content heavy and content focused, and I'm planning and hoping that I can deliver on that. But anyway, let's get into today's video. So here we have my notebook, or my charter, as I like to call it. I made the comparison in that previous, getting into collecting video. It's like how a ship charters where it goes. I charter what I've read and what I've watched when it comes to manga and anime. So please don't make fun of my of my handwriting. It literally has not changed since I was a child. I'm left-handed, and it's bad. But I keep everything in this notebook. I think I'm gonna update it to an Excel spreadsheet because I'm a dork and I love spreadsheets. But for now, this has served me well. So, going a little more in depth on how I collect things. So I have my manga read list, and I put little notes for myself because I'm a dork. But if it says onward, it means it's a series still in printing. So, for example, a series like Toriko, we have the title, Toriko, the needed volumes. I need volumes 10 to 43, and I'm my current place, and I'm currently on volume 10 because I don't know about you guys, I am a very slow reader, and I've had many a times where I'll have a few volumes of something, and then I'll come back to it and have no idea where I was. So I like to have this just so I know, okay, you're on volume 10, Dave. Like, you got that going on for you. And then when we get down to Boruto, it says 13 onward because I need volume 13, onward, because I obviously, if it's a series still in production, I don't know when it's going to end. So I just put onward. So, because there may be times where, for example, I Shield 21, where I only need volume 36, and that's the only one I need. instead of just putting 13, then I would my dumb self might think, oh, I only need volume 13, when obviously that's not the case. So that's why I add the little dash onward, because Eye Shield 21 is finished. That's up to volume 37. I still need volume 36. I cannot find it anywhere, and I needed to finish the series. It's literally my favorite manga ever. But yeah, so we have my needed volumes, and if I have a series complete, I will obviously then just write complete. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And then current place, when I finished, I'll write finished. And I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. So I guess just going down a little bit here, that's just kind of how I've got things going on. Even with something like Levius, which the whole series comes in one kind of omnibus book, I'll still write complete and finished when I finished it, just for my OCD and also just to keep track of my collection. I still like to, keep up to date on what I have. So that's kind of how I do that. And then as for anime, this changes very often because I watch a lot more anime than I read, because just it's easier for me to put something on and watch it while I eat or while I'm doing something else than for me to actually sit down and read. I want to read a lot more, but unfortunately I can't always do that. But so for anime, here are the anime that I'm watching. I mean, I'm watching so much. It's so... Oh, this is something else. I guess a little sneak peek on some other stuff I'm working on, even though out of context it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I have so many different series I'm watching. But for example, let's just go into Skate the Infinity. So I'll, just the same as the manga, when I finish the series, I will write finished. Prince of Stride, I finished that. Number 24, finished that. Gamers, finished that. No-Ren, finished. Stuff like that. Yasuke or Yasuke, I don't... I think I pronounced that wrong. If I haven't started it, I will leave it blank. But I know it's a series I want to watch, so I still wrote it down. As for something like Jujutsu Kaisen, I actually finished Jujutsu Kaisen, so this I have to update. But I would write on episode 20 of 24, similar as to how I do the manga. Like, if there's a cap on the episodes and I know when it ends, which I think Jujutsu Kaisen is probably a bad example of this because it's getting a second season, so I would have to update that. But like, I guess Gangsta is a better example. There's 12 episodes and I'm on episode 6. Now, if there weren't 12, if it was still ongoing, I would just write on episode 6. So again, a lot of this is pretty self-explanatory. I just thought it might be interesting for those who cared and for those who were looking for a way to get into organizing their stuff. And I do think I'm gonna eventually put this on some sort of actual spreadsheet and maybe update it once a week or once a month, depending on how much I'm watching or reading. And maybe I'll make a video out of that. I don't know. But yeah, again, this video was pretty self-explanatory. I just kind of wanted to make it because, one, I watched Manga Tama's video and thought it was very interesting, so I thought potentially this could be interesting for someone. And also because I just, in all honesty, really needed a video to put out this week. So thank you guys so much again for 100 subs. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.